Recording in progress.
So we'll continue with theory and methods. Today we want to talk about how different theories on conflict and consensus create alternative sociological perspectives. So basically what we're talking about is this. They are structuralists, they are interpretivists. But there are other perspectives that links or that divine or that talks about how the society is and what makes the society what it is. It's not just about structuralists and interpretivists. So we have other views of people. So other views of these sociologists are what we call perspective. Do you get what perspective is here? So I wrote, these are ways of viewing social life from different point of view. So these are structuralists. They believe that the society pull the strings. Interpretivists, they believe that individuals pull the strings. That's all about them. But here we're talking about other sociologists who talked about how the society is. Do you get it? That's their own perspective. So we're going to start. So here I go. The difference between perspective in sociology is the extent to which they emphasizes on consensus and conflict. So when we check structuralists and interpretivists, for interpretivists, they don't even talk about conflict or consensus because their focus or their interest is in the micro. Yeah. So when you talk about conflict and consensus, it does not concern them. You get to know as soon as we continue this lesson. But for structuralists, they spoke or they talked, they emphasizes on conflict and consensus. Do you understand? Yes. But when we look at it, how it is, because the society, we're talking about the society here. Mm-hmm. So the society, there are ups and downs in the society. So that means there's disagreement, there's agreement in the society. So, but the only difference between other perspectives and structuralists is that for structuralists, they based their argument on theory and methods, which is basically scientific. Yes. Unlike other sociologists who have to go through the physical aspect of it to the field. So we start. So for conflicts, so what is consensus now? We start with consensus. So here I wrote consensus, social consensus. This is when people generally share views without major disagreement between them. So that means we share opinion, we share views without arguing, without disagreeing on whatever we share. But we have to put into consideration that for consensus to occur, for people to have consensus, it means it means either we have similar wealth, we have similar power, or we have similar status.
Or mindset.
Or what?
Mindset. Like similar mindset or no?
No, similar means we have the same wealth, we have the same status, and we have the same power. That is where we won't argue. Yes, but when you have more than I do, then we might argue. Do you get the point here? So there's always consensus in the society. If the group in those societies, they have similar wealth, power, or and status. So if they have the same wealth, the same power, the same status, they won't argue. Or
what's status?
Status means your position.
Yes.
Who you are, what the respect they give to you, your reputation, the kind of person you are in the society. So if we are in the same level, there's no problems. Do you get the point here? There's no problem. Or if we agree that certain group in the society could have that power, could have that status, could have that wealth. Do you see these two things? Yes. They are not the same, but it brings about consensus. So consensus is about having the same power, the same status, or the same wealth. Or we agree that certain group of people in the society will have this kind of power they have, will have this kind of status they have, will have this kind of wealth they have.
So eventually that they don't have it, but they know that that group agrees.
They agree. We agree that you can have it.
Yes.
That is only when consensus will occur in the society. Is consensus clear?
Yes.
Great. Then that takes us to, so I wrote, a society built on consensus will be stable and harmonious. That means people will come together, they will be happy living together. That's the point. Yes. So the values that are shared may be based on maybe politics. They will have agreement on politics, they will have agreement on religion, they will have agreement on political ideas. So because there's consensus. So we agree that you should rule us. We agree that whatever wealth you have, you deserve it. We agree. That is consensus.
Yes.
Is it clear?
Yes.
Then we go to conflict. For social conflict, this occurs when major disagreement arise about important issues such as wealth, status, and power. So basically, there's conflict in the society because there's disagreement regarding conflict. There's disagreement regarding wealth, regarding status, regarding politics and power. So these are the reasons why we have conflict in the society, because we never agreed on it. I think that is clear.
Yes.
So